Hello all. Today we'll be discussing about entropy and its influence on the Mayan calendar. So for that basically we need to know what entropy is. It is going to be none but the disorderedness present in a molecule or a system. Okay, so say for example, while teaching, most of our teachers would have given a good example to make us understand. When we are in a math class, we sit usually very bored, and when we are in a when we are in physical training class, we usually run like hell. We usually enjoy things like hell. We are so disordered that we tend to disrupt the system. But that is totally natural and that is due to entropy inside us. But jokes apart, actually coming to significance of entropy, we can consider three cases. I would first consider a simple water boiling experiment. So I boil water. Say for example, if I boil 1 liter of water, the same quantity will not be available as hot water. Definitely there will be some reduction in the water quantity available. Say for example some 987 ml will be available. So the 0.13 ml would have been lost as steam. So this happens due to the phase change based entropy. So water changes into steam slowly, and this is why there is some loss of water. And when you make herbal concoctions, they ask you to reduce the quantity of water to half by boiling. Say for example, if you want to boil tulsi, neem, pepper, turmeric with water, you add all these in, let them boil until the quantity of water reduces to a fine half. After that, you switch off the flame and you extract the concoction and you drink it. So here also the change happens due to entropy. Now coming to a more advanced concept of entropy, you can consider an engine. It should have a source, the heat source, the system, the sink. The source liberates heat Q1. The source gives heat energy Q1 to the system. The system liberates heat energy Q to the sink, and the system does a work W. Okay. You know that engines are work positive devices. You have to make sure that the engines are work positive devices. Now coming to work positive and work negative devices. Work positive devices are devices that perform work. Okay, that perform work taking an input. Say for example, our diesel engines take in diesel and perform rotation of crankshaft, which in turn induces the rotation of the vehicle. However, when it comes to work negative devices, they consume work to perform another function. Like you can say air compressors. Air compressors consume electricity to compress air. So this is the difference between work positive and a work negative device. Okay. So the source is the one that provides the heat energy. If you consider a diesel engine, the diesel is the source that provides heat energy. The combustion of diesel provides the heat energy to the system, which is the engine. The engine then rotate, and the engine inside the engine, due to this heat energy, the piston slides down and causes rotation of the crankshaft. In turn, the crankshaft rotates the rotates the gearbox, then the propeller shaft, then the differential, then the axles, and this is how we get the power from the engine. So imagine if this were just the rotation of a piston and a crankshaft without any other component. Even then the losses would be there. You cannot say losses will never be there. Even then sometimes you can say some of this heat is lost along with exhaust gases or something else, and sometimes you can say the heat energy is also emanated outside, it is used as internal energy and whatnot. So also during rotation also part of the energy is lost due to friction. So when piston slides also, you have to ensure that sufficient clearance is provided between the piston and the cylinder walls in order that no friction impacts the performance of piston. Even then there will be a loss due to wear and tear, and sometimes engine reboring may have to be done. Next, coming to other components like gearbox will have an efficiency at its end, differential will have an efficiency at its end, also the propeller shaft will have an efficiency at its end, and the axles will have an efficiency at their end. So you have to ensure all these things. Okay, finally at the end you only get 25 to 30% of the energy which you actually spent as heat energy. So say you give 100% of mechanical energy, 100% of heat energy, so you will get only 30% of output. So this is what actually happens. So you have to ensure that you reduce the number of components in a system to make it more efficient. However, in a diesel engine that's not possible at all, because somehow or the other you need these components. You need a differential in order that the rear wheels turn correctly without causing an accident. Definitely an axle is needed for power transmission. However, in an electric vehicle, certain things can be avoided for sure. Certain things have been avoided. So now that is not our concept. The next that is to be discussed is the Moyen's calendar. The Moyen's calendar gave dates that the world will be destroyed on in 2012 and in 2020. However, actually everything has an expiry. You cannot say there's everything is immortal. Definitely everything will have an expiry, and the world also will have an expiry, and it will lead to another rebirth of another species sometime later. It can be in a billion years, or in a trillion years, or in a million years. That depends on what fate has to it. However, the way that you can assess the damage of the world is by assessing the entropy changes. You have to ensure that the entropy keeps changing at a rapid pace. It cannot happen all of a sudden. Destruction of the world cannot happen all of a sudden. They say it will happen in 2021. They said they would have the destruction should happen yesterday. So everything was going guns normal or absolutely normal in Saturday, and suddenly yesterday the clouds fall, the tsunami engulfs the city, the earthquake destroys the city, and whatnot. That is totally fake. That cannot happen all of a sudden. So you have to assess the number of frequent mishappenings like earthquakes, tsunamis, that actually are the indicators that the earth is resisting the earth is resisting us. So based on these only you can assess. So this is how I am trying to say not to believe in things like Mayan calendars. I am trying to give a scientific approach on on how we can assess the destruction of the world, and not simply go by things like Mayan calendars. I am not sure how Mayan calendars took place, but I am sure that they have not assessed entropy as a factor. Entropy of the universe keeps increasing, and definitely that will show up someday. It is not going to be remaining a constant. It keeps increasing it keeps increasing at a slight rate per day, and destructions will happen slowly. For example, earthquakes may be more frequent, tsunamis may be more frequent before the final day, and everything that will only indicate the destruction of the world, and that too cannot be exactly predicted. You have to on an everyday basis monitor the entropy of the universe based on these events. Only then it can happen. So thank you guys. This is all about entropy and its basics and its influence on the Mayan calendar, spoofing the Mayan calendar.